a bunch of boxes that look very similar to those boxes that we saw in that first scene that we've already forgotten about.
What boxes, pray tell?
The boxes that are labeled Southwest University.
Hmm. I particularly love watching Connie Stevens in this episode.
Of course.
She's really
Of
a star
course.
to me. She is the star.
That
She's in the back
hair.
of the frame. I know. Feathered to heaven.
It makes Linda Evans in Dynasty look subtle. You bought land in New Mexico without
Jesus.
telling me?
You bought an archaeological dig site without telling me?
Do you want to just dive right in?
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Let's do
Let's
it.
go. All
I'm
right.
ready. Yeah, buddy.
Murder, she wrote.
Wait, that's it. We get a cleaner one.
Tonight
Yeah.
on
Oh, hang on. God damn it. Okay. And the one, and the two, and the three.
Tonight on Murder, she wrote.
Thank you, Count.
Oh, very good. Very good. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified.
and
And
this
this
is
is Tonight
Tonight
on Murder,
on
She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's go on vacation to a nice archaeological dig, shall
Yeah,
we?
we love the Southwest.
Yeah, we're going to New Mexico. Have you ever been to New
Yeah.
Mexico?
It's funny, I grew up in Colorado and I've never been to New Mexico.
I've been to Albuquerque. It was very lovely.
Mm.
Uh,
Santa Fe is apparently gorge.
I've heard from Brent. Yeah, that's my awareness of Santa
Lots of
Fe.
restaurants in sunny Santa Fe. Yeah.
Yeah, prairie dogs.
I love that
Uh,
Tex-Mex. Yeah.
but this is Murder
Hmm.
Digs Deep. This is episode 11 of season two.
Yeah, we're like halfway through season two. Well, almost.
Just about. And this is a nice one, especially because it gives us some, I think, the first real Jessica and Seth time,
I was
really.
thinking the same thing. Yeah, we really get him as a full character that feels sort of lived in rather than
Yeah.
sort of a hollow shell that we saw in Lady in the Lake.
Well, he gets crustier over the years.
Yeah,
So this is
yeah.
he's still fairly um genial here, and there's some
Hmm.
banter back and forth.
Yeah,
Like there's some like, oh, what do you know about Gable Harlow movies? Like that kind of
right.
thing, because you're a crusty old New Englander. But they really dig into that
He's very,
later.
yeah, yeah,
Into
for sure. He's very discombobulated in this. I like that about him.
you well, because it's the first time we've ever seen him out of Maine.
Hmm.
Obviously we saw the actor as a different character in
Sure.
the 50 Mile
Funeral,
episode.
funeral, yeah.
Right. And he is out of his element. He's not a doctor with a white coat taking in
Hmm.
patients. His medical is still required here because it's a plot point because he needs to be able to identify the cause of death,
Yeah,
which of course in true Agatha Christie fashion is not the death type that we assumed it was.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
it. Turn it around.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a good mix. It's a good mix of
we're
stuff.
we're starting the episode in some sort of museum or storage
Archives.
place for archives for uh, beautiful Egyptian artifacts. Maybe they're not Egyptian, obviously. Beautiful artifacts. Wouldn't be Egyptian.
Vaguely
That's dumb dumb. What was I
vaguely
saying?
historical. Like, but they're
Yeah,
they're not really like
they're kind of
ultra
generic-y.
authentic. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
They're like
I,
video game artifacts.
when I was watching this again for this recording, I was like, why are we opening with this scene? Am I watching the wrong episode? But then, of course, I remembered when it came around. But yeah, a very strange sort of spy montage, Mission Impossible sort of sequence at the beginning there.
And if you really
Dun,
think
dun,
about it,
dun,
kind of
dun, dun, dun,
unnecessary.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, not
I
necessary at
mean,
all.
we need it. We don't need it because you can just talk about it later.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but sure. All right.
Seems like an
Um,
expensive set piece that's not really necessary.
I guess because we go a distance where there's not even really any tension in this episode, maybe they
Yeah,
thought, let's start it with a little,
yeah. We need a little high stakes.
yeah.
Someone's stealing something. Things are gonna go down.
And
Yeah.
and now Jessica's in a Jeep with
Going to a dig site.
a gentleman that we refer to as Raymond Two Crows.
Love the name. Love
And
the name.
It's interesting. He actually has a very similar haircut to that masked figure that we saw rummaging through the archives,
Oh, you
stealing
don't
something.
say. You don't
That's very
say.
odd. That's very odd.
What are you talking about? We love Raymond Two Crows. He's perfectly
This
innocent.
this is Randolph Mantooth, and he is actually Seminole, uh, which is Indigenous heritage,
Hmm.
which I think comes from like the Sacramento area, so closer to where you are.
Oh yeah,
Um,
of course.
and so I appreciate actually what's interesting is that they're going to subvert that when we find out more about Raymond, but
Hmm.
he actually is Indigenous.
He is right. Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
And Seth
He
is
picked up Jessica.
sweaty.
Oh, I know. Well, Seth is here because he's an amateur archaeologist, right? It's his little hobby on the side, which of course never comes back ever again.
No.
But he's at this dig site to sort of participate with all of these grad students and day laborers.
Yes. Like what do you call those? I guess folks who are looking for credit as well. Like you're sort of
Yeah,
oh yeah, you know,
like
people who don't get paid.
TAs, yeah, people who don't get paid,
What do you call that?
interns.
Interns, thank you, Jesus.
I was like, where are we going with this?
I know, I know. Do you know what the worst thing is? The only thing I could think of was like what Monica Lewinsky was. What
Oh,
was that?
geez.
Yeah, I know.
Blue dress. We're going a different direction
Um,
here.
but Seth apparently suggested that Jess come here because she's doing research for a novel, which is already titled Murder at the Dig, which, you
There
know,
she is again,
that's her
coming up with
credit.
titles before she writes the book.
What was the other one? Murder at the Inn? That was the
Yes,
lady in the
yeah,
like
yeah.
you have
They're using this little device as a more often than maybe they should this season.
yeah. Yeah. But we're getting a bunch of characters all in a row. We meet the young
Hmm.
ingenue,
Hmm.
who is, I guess, one of the
Karen.
aficionados from the school.
Her name's Karen. Poor
And then
thing.
we have this wealthy, affluent couple featuring the fabulous Connie Stevens,
Oh,
who
what a treat,
I
isn't she?
so good,
We'll watch
so
her in
good.
anything.
In the vein of like a combination of uh Stella Stevens and oh and Francis in that sort of
Oh, absolutely. She's a
yeah,
true icon, particularly of the 80s.
yeah.
She was
And
in
in this
Grease
she's
too as the sex ed teacher.
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she has kind of a very she does have like quite a sex appeal to her, actually.
Yeah. I mean she's a singer. She's a triple threat. She's
Hmm.
singer, dancer, actress.
She does it
So
all.
does it all.
Okay, Connie. I'm
And
trying to
then her
think, what is her
husband,
biggest
who
credit?
is probably um oh, what was that movie called? Or that show called?
Was she like a
Was
regular on
she
a
in
TV
Laugh-In? I think she was
series?
in
Was
Laugh-In.
that it?
She was, I mean, she did like the circuit,
She was in a show
basically,
called Starting from Scratch. She was in The Love Boat. She was in The Love Boat for quite a
naturally.
few episodes. It wasn't everybody.
I was in
Wendy and Me, I don't know that show. Hawaiian Eye, I don't know that show.
I
77
was
Sunset
in
Strip, who knows?
I was in Tucson over the weekend, and the husband, I told you that we flipped on Matlock one time because it was suggested, and we were like,
Hmm.
let's let it run. He
Yeah.
kept going, and he was like, babe, there, he was so very excited because our how many chances do I get? Uh, actress from Armed Response was a
Yes.
judge. So there are a lot of Murder She Wrote regulars. And this is true also of The Love Boat and also true evidently of McCloud, which keeps coming up whenever I
Oh,
look up.
I've never seen any of McLeod.
Nor have I. Nor
Yeah,
have
that
I,
would
but
be
I
an
think it's
interesting
another
experiment. Yeah.
I think it's another like uh law officers and play by your rules, man. Like I think it's that kind of thing.
Hmm. We also had the married to Connie Stevens' character Cynthia Armstrong is Gideon Armstrong, played by Robert Vaughn, who I think we've already seen once this season, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was in the Emma McGill episode, wasn't he? As the lieutenant inspector, whatnot.
very similar looking. But no,
If
I
he
I
he's not
think
the same
he's
guy.
I think he is a different actor.
Okay.
Um,
I may have gotten it wrong, but he really, really reminded me of him. Let's see.
yeah, this is his first appearance. He appears three times total, but this is the first appearance of him as an actor here.
Got it.
But he's also been in a billion things. He did a lot of B movies. He did a lot of 80s sitcoms and drama series like The A-Team and Love Boat and all
Hmm.
those. Um, and he looks just enough like uh Mr. George Devereaux, who also appears in this, George
They
Grizzard.
do look alike, don't they?
Yeah, just
They look
enough
like
to
they
be
could be brothers.
confusing that
Yeah.
they're in the same episode. Yeah.
Hmm.
He's also there, George Grizzard, who we know as Blanche's husband and
George
Blanche's
Devereaux and
former
Jamie Devereaux.
her former brother-in-law.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, he's been in a billion things as well. My goodness, as well
yeah.
as additional episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Sure.
And we sort of learned that this is a money-making venture because they're looking for essentially the lost city of gold here in New
Gold.
Mexico. And everyone has like a different perspective and or agenda here. And Connie Stevens is like, I just want to stay in Maui. Can't we just convince everyone to look up Hawaiian?
Yeah. She's got a point, honestly. She just hangs out in an RV all day sweating, so I don't disagree with her. Um, so we met the ingenue, Karen. We met there's also a
The handsome
professor.
leading man.
There's a handsome
Yes.
leading man who doesn't get a lot to do in this. His name's Steve. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
He's good looking
Just
though.
add to the mix. He looks like Patrick
He
Duffy.
he
He gives me a
does. He
little of
has
that.
that vibe. No complaints.
But
Um,
all of these students are a good 10 to 15 years older than they probably should.
these are not grad students. These
These-
people are married with grown kids, at least teenagers.
So during this picnic scene, suddenly we hear chanting.
And up on the mountain, they're in like a valley, and so that there's or in a canyon of some sorts for this dig. And I love that they're all sitting
A
at picnic
clearing.
tables with like a checker tablecloth because
Who did that? Why would you
presentation
need
is
to
very
do that?
important.
My God. And it's like the like tacked down.
Uh,
This was probably filmed at like a park, and they were like, "You're not taking those off. I'm sorry."
well, I was thinking that I kept wondering, is these scenes in the picnic table area, is this an actual outdoor set? I think I can't decide. It feels very set to me.
Well, let's find out. That's one thing I like to
Yeah.
do around here.
But then
Murder
I think
digs.
later during the day they actually are outside, so who can tell?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is that's good filming is that you're not
Hmm.
necessarily be
Yeah,
supposed to be able to tell.
they're doing the job.
Filming locations. So this was, as often, filmed in Universal City. Yeah, this is all studio.
Wow.
I mean, there
Wow.
might be other like post-production or addition,
Hmm.
but and I trust IMDb at least for this information.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, looks like.
All right.
But
Uh,
this chanter has disappeared, and some people think that it's a ghost telling them, "Stop, white
an
people!
apparition, a
You're
warning.
you're desecrating
Hey, you,
a
get
an
off this
actual dig
land.
site." And
This
some
our
people think it's
stuff.
Raymond.
Right.
Uh, yeah,
Raymond Two Crows.
Raymond Two Crows, who we saw
He's a
earlier.
mysterious guy, that Raymond.
He is, and he's already been a little cranky towards Jessica, who dared ask a little bit more. She asked like two questions. He says, "You
Yeah.
ask a lot of questions."
Yeah.
Okay, all right, geez,
Just you wait, buddy. Just you wait.
yeah.
You ain't seen nothing yet. I love that Jessica and Seth are like in the holes digging. Like this is part of the experience. This feels
Hmm.
more like this feels more like a field trip that you would take grade schoolers on.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
curated experience field trip for them. This does not look like a real dig. This is not
No,
Jurassic Park,
yeah.
sir.
I cover it. Yeah, this okay, so here's a little banter that tips Raymond's hand.
Mm.
Raymond, may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
The Navajo called the people who settled here the Anasazi. And what does that mean exactly? The great builders. Thank you. One more question. Where were you last night when our friendly ghost began singing?
Stare down. He just looks at him and goes,
Not a word. Not a word.
That's strange. My research tells me that Anasazi means the ancient ones who were here before.
Yeah, would appear that our
How could he be so uninformed?
There's some spooky stuff around here.
Exactly.
And didn't Karen, our little grad student Karen, she said that she had like a dream or a premonition.
She's worried that
She's worried. Yeah.
the guide is trying to warn them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Karen, amateur psychic.
I'll also say that Anasazi, if you look it up, actually means ancient enemies. It's
Oh.
actually it's not quite a slur, but it's sort of an insult to
Ah. Okay.
like the ancestral Puebloian. So even Seth is kind of wrong. And or Jessica is kind of wrong.
She's the smartest one on site, so she's gonna straighten
She's
it all out.
closer. She's
Yeah.
closer. But
Wait, who's this guy in the red handkerchief around his neck? Because he doesn't get a lot to do in this episode,
this red
oddly.
handkerchief?
Yeah, he's
Oh, that is our professor or doctor, I think.
because there's a professor who's played by George Devereaux,
Yes.
and then
This is David Groh or Groh or
David Groh,
yeah,
Dr. Stan Garfield.
Groh.
We got
He's
two
important
doctors on site.
later. He's
Yeah.
more important later. But yeah, that's him. And he's also flagging red, which
Hmm.
in the gay community means something
It's
specific.
not for me, but good for him.
You know what? You do you. You do you, doctor.
You got consent? Enjoy.
But he is probably most known as Rhoda's husband in the Mary Tyler Moore Show spin-off Rhoda.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I never really watched Rhoda. I'm sure it was a
It,
blast, but
I enjoyed it a lot. It didn't get syndication very much, so it was like a
yeah.
special Nick at Night feature for
Hmm.
a little while.
Hmm.
But it also was never quite the vibe as Mary Tyler Moore.
Right. I mean, how could
Very
it be?
different type of show. Very
Yeah.
different show. The best things that got out of it were, I mean, Valerie Harper is a delight, but we got Julie Kavner out of it, and we got more Nancy Walker, who was also
Okay.
fabulous. So we got another Connie Stevens moment here as Seth and Jessica are walking by, and she is scraping mud off her shoes. She is so over being here.
She is clearly done with the dig. Uh, sweaty. She's a mess.
Yeah.
This is night number 2
And
at the picnic tables, so we're moving through.
and most of the students are gone now because
Yeah,
it's the
it's the
weekend.
weekend, and they go home. The day workers, as they call them. Now only grad students, interns, and dummies like Seth and Jessica. This
I
is
also
not
love
my
how
idea of a fun weekend. Sorry, it's
it's
just not.
supposed to be like swelteringly hot, and Seth is wearing a cardigan, and Jessica's wearing a
Honestly,
full sweater. Like she
even
has
Connie
this
is wearing like this huge drapey I don't even know what you call it. She looks like she's wearing a
caftan.
cape,
Yeah,
like a
very very
shortened
much like
caftan.
a Blanche Devereaux
It's a
blouse.
cool look.
Yeah,
It's a cool look. I like it. Animal print.
yeah. Everyone's wearing too many layers because this is
There's a lot
probably
happening,
fall.
yeah.
This is
And
probably fall.
everyone is also in the palette of dirt,
Yeah.
which seems apropos.
So our ghost returned. Connie Stevens has had enough, and she fires wildly into the air one of the rifles that the security guards have.
She just grabs
Uh,
it to start shooting,
and our ghost goes ah, and
and
falls.
falls.
They go to recover the body, and they find the dead body of Raymond Two
Dead,
Crows.
dead, dead Raymond.
We have our death.
Sorry,
15 minutes
Raymond.
in.
It's too
Sorry.
bad. You were easy to look at.
Yeah, yeah. Gruff though.
Rough, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
very
Steely
nice.
eyes. I like those steely eyes. Uh, immediately, Jessica is looking around for shenanigans.
Yeah,
Immediately.
this seems wrong. Something's off. For one thing,
Specifically,
yeah,
the cape. His cape, that
yeah,
the ghost cape, is not located where it should be if it had fallen with the body.
because it's like animal skin and like heavy
Yeah. And he
materials.
was wearing it.
Yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
no,
Doesn't. This robe is very heavy.
like it would have fallen off and then he fell, or he
Hmm.
fell and then the rope was dropped.
Yeah.
But now this archaeological dig has turned into a murder scene, which some of the
But
folks are like, we should probably call the cops. And our investor is like, no, we're not doing that.
this
We're
he
not going
plays
to
a
be doing
pretty
that.
pretty icky guy here. Although he has more people telling us that he's powerful and dangerous than we actually see that he's powerful and dangerous, frankly. Uh, I think especially at the end, he's actually kind of a softie.
Thrown. He's really thrown.
Yeah.
I don't think he realized what a dick he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what? Even the worst of us can learn.
Yeah. He didn't realize how alienating his wife he really was. And Connie Stevens here is taking this very hard because she feels like she's
Yeah.
responsible for
Yeah. I
Raymond's
mean,
death.
she did fucking shoot a gun at random. Come on, girl.
Which even if it didn't hit him, because they've established he's not been
Yeah.
shot, it could have startled him
Right. And she can
and
still be
him fall.
liable for his death in this case.
Absolutely.
Like, I love that
Absolutely.
they kind of brush past that. Oh, it was just an accident. Everything's fine. Don't call the cops. We're all good. No, 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 no. She's still liable in his death.
Yeah. Well, Seth and Jessica are like, so they're coming, right?
Yeah.
And it's Armstrong
Nope.
that strong arms this, so to speak,
Haha.
to
Boom.
say, yeah, because he's in charge here. And the only other person who's really going to fight him on it might be the other doctor or
Mm-hmm.
the other two doctors, actually, Stan
Yeah.
Garfield and Aubrey Benton.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to because this would put the dig at risk.
Right. Plus, he just told everybody, stick around and your shares are going to be big.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep his people there to find this treasure.
Yes, because I guess they'll get like a cut of it.
Yeah. Gold fever.
Go fever.
This is, sorry, not worth it.
Which So what is your while we're discussing this here, what
Hmm.
is your thought about like the white people digging up ancient civilizations and
Oh,
saying this is
geez.
ours now?
Uh, that is a loaded question, right? What
Yes,
is
I know.
ethical? What is where do these things belong? Who should retain ownership of them, right? Like what is the lineage that
Yeah.
dictates where these things should be? It's such a complicated question because on one hand, we want to know these things because they give us windows into our own lives and they mirror our own lives and our own place in progress. On the other hand, they're just commodified to be sort of shiny pieces to look at by, like you said, white people. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I appreciate a museum that has collections that are curated by folks who have lineage in certain lines. I think the Brooklyn Museum has some really great pieces and they show us more than just sort of white collections of things. So that's like a great example of maybe people doing it right. But um I don't know. I'm actually in San Jose right now, and I just went to the museum the other day. They have some beautiful pieces done by local artists with Latinx heritage, things like that, because obviously this area is hugely populated with that community. And so um, it's a far cry from going to the museums when I was growing up, and it was very like white curated, right? Like let's go look at the
Yeah.
Vincent van Goghs and things like that. No, so I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer to it, but it's cringy in this episode for sure. They're
Yeah.
just trying to buy up land that has riches on it,
I mean, I
basically.
think we've obviously gone through waves of it.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard about like a mainstream archaeological dig getting news, frankly? Like
Uh
the concept of it has gotten really antiquated, so to speak.
yeah, it's not like little boys and girls aren't thinking like I want to work on a dig site when I grow up, right?
Right.
It's not a
Right. I mean, we
thing.
don't even find like dinosaurs much anymore. Like those things
Nah.
don't get the press that they once did.
AI is doing all the work for us.
Oh God.
We can see those dinosaurs with feathers now.
Yeah. I mean, even like our our fucked up government, we talk about like the space program again. We're trying
Mm.
to talk about like Space Force, like that kind of shit. But
Space Force.
I feel like with Elon Musk and like a lot of our like we've been looking up as opposed to down lately. And I think that
That's
that's
fair.
an interesting metaphor.
Did you know that NASA was originally developed to explore the deep seas?
I didn't, but that makes sense
Yeah,
considering how vast our oceans are and
yeah,
even discussion of alien life form being
totally.
related to our octopodes and our, you know,
There's so much still to uncover down there, so it makes you wonder, why did they change their direction? What did they find or not find?
someone with the money said, "Look here instead."
Yeah,
That's what I think. That's what I
frankly.
think.
Or they found the aliens and aliens said, nothing to see here.
And it's just so funny. We get so wrapped up and we get so like, how many times do we have to look at the fucking Titanic to be perfectly honest? Like, there's so much else out there, but we just keep
Yeah,
doing the same shit over and over
yeah.
again.
Well, we're obsessed with our own impact on the world, right? Because that's not
Yeah,
just a deep sea exploration, that's how humankind meets the deep sea.
right.
Uh,
And
a
a
wreckage is not
shrine
the
to
same as exploring actual marine life and biological ecosystems.
man's hubris, as it were. Yeah.
Great title of episode.
Ooh.
We're getting
Um,
too intellectual here.
so we jumped right past it, but
Yeah.
I feel like we need to at least get the sound clip of it, of Jessica's talking to Seth on top of the mountaintop where Raymond was. Let's just
Of course I do.
Well, keep your eyes on me.
I don't see the point of this.
Well, you will. Now keep your eyes on me.
Oh my
Jessica
God!
has vaulted,
Jessica!
it looks, off the rocks. But that was just her showing how it could look like Raymond
Yeah,
or someone up there fell.
right.
But she actually just jumped a little bit.
This is quite a hike
Ah!
up there. She would have to climb quite a mountain to get up there, it seems. She got her
Yeah,
exercise
yeah,
in this day.
she did.
I
But
also
also,
love
this is
that
all
she's
forced perspective. I
totally,
like this is there's no reason actually to assume that she and Seth were or the actors were
yeah,
looking at each other in real
right.
life.
Oh no,
As she throws a rock towards Seth's
just for
direction,
fun. Just for
just for
fun.
fun, just to see how that weight would have
Hmm.
been.
Turns out that up there, if Raymond Two Crows had fallen and been startled, by the way, I don't know if we said it, but there was no gunshot wound. He wasn't shot.
Right,
He just
right.
fell. So if he were up there, he would have only fallen like 3 feet, which doesn't make sense that he would die from that. That would be pretty convenient and extreme. He did have a head wound though,
Yes, yes, just a bit. But
just a
that was
bit.
also unclear a time of death situation. Like
Hmm.
it wasn't clear if that head wound happened after he died, for
Hmm.
example. And that's one issue with Cozy Mysteries. The blood spatter is never reliable.
Don't trust it.
No,
We get this lovely little scene between Jessica and George Devereaux,
Benton.
aka
Yeah,
George Driver, aka Dr. Benton, who he's such a tool.
he
Uh,
is.
he sort of butters her up with the proposition that he can ghostwrite or she can ghostwrite his memoir. What an honor. And Jessica's
And
reaction is the best. She's so good at being graceful to him, but letting us know, fuck this guy. Who the hell do you think he is?
this odd little thing here.
Hmm. He's sitting out there eating croissants, orange
This
juice.
fresh squeezed orange juice.
Yeah, yeah.
Stranger.
That's a nice little setup in the
All
desert.
his talk about he knew very little about it.
Perhaps if he'd known more, he'd still be alive.
Archaeology is a harsh mistress, Mrs. Fletcher. I remember an expedition in far
Kenya.
from Kenya that was positively life-threatening. Weeks of incredible rain. I lost 2 Louis Vuitton bags.
You must
He
be
lost 2
devastated.
Louis Vuitton bags.
And
Oh
it's
no.
actually Louis Vuitton bags,
Yeah.
according to him. What
Which,
a
for all I
shame.
know, this is the proper pronunciation. I don't even know.
Hmm.
I didn't realize for years how we all kind of mispronounce Versace. It's not Versace. It's Versace.
Versace.
Versace. Yes.
Versace.
Ah,
It's funny. They talk. I know it's TV, and we just sort of believe what they tell us. But they talk about how George Devereaux was such a handsome guy, and this is the guy who played George Devereaux. It's not for me. It's not for me.
he's not a 10.
No,
It's,
I think he
that's
does
what
look better with a mustache, I will say.
as Rose says, though. All right, so he's not a 10. I kind of like this ass guy. He's giving sort of like uh gay
He is a
ascot.
little queer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
He looks like he should be like at a pool party in Palm Springs.
Yes, just
A
a
little bit,
little.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. He's suspicious. He's
Yeah.
suspicious.
He's up to something.
And I love also he like suggests that he should be compared to like these great historical archaeologists. And Jessica Strong's, I'm speechless.
He clearly likes the good life, right?
Yeah,
He is not a dig in the
yeah,
dirt kind of guy, which is ironic. He's at a dig in the dirt place, but we digress.
yeah.
Oh, and this is a cool development. So Jessica had a hunch that he didn't actually die from the fall and had Seth look at the body again. And in fact, his body is purging,
Purging.
which means he was drowned.
And Jessica gives this great face where she immediately starts biting her fingernail. Ah,
Oh,
it's such a great moment.
how
It's
do you
such a,
drown in the desert? What a great
which is
commercial break.
actually, if you think about it, it's a throwback to the first episode where she's leaving for Cabot Cove and they yelled at the wrestler in the wrestling ring at
Yes.
Drowned.
Oh my God.
Drowned.
The things that rile her up.
Well, because it's like one of those great like closed rooms. Like there's no doors, no windows, and the person drowned. How did he die? But here we are
Very ghost story.
in the
Um,
desert. How did he drown?
I- they need to get out of town because the cops are not showing up.
No.
So this is when Doctor not Doctor but Gideon Armstrong actually does feel a little dangerous to me. It's kind of the only moment he feels dangerous to me, to be honest. That they're trying to get keys to get out of here, and he won't let them leave, which is pretty gross.
Yeah, I mean, they're his. Like he's like, you can go right ahead, but
Yeah,
you're not gonna use my van. You're not gonna use my
yeah,
trucks. So
yeah.
bye.
Go ahead, wander in the desert for 40 years if you must.
And we have this little kind of rough looking customer who's one of the security guards. I don't know. He's a little dangerous, but
It's a
he's
little
not bad.
dangerous.
He's not bad.
I don't mind. I don't mind looking. Uh, not in one of my vehicles. So essentially, she's saying everybody's still sort of working under the impression that this was an accident, that
Yeah.
Raymond Two Crows' death was an accident.
Slipped and fell.
No.
And yet, and yet.
And it's fun watching this, knowing who actually knows what happened and watching them
Yeah.
react to Jessica's sort of admissions about what she thinks is happening. Uh, I particularly love watching Connie Stevens in this episode.
Of course.
She's really
Of
a star
course.
to me. She is the star.
Yeah. That
She's in the back
hair.
of the frame. I know. Feathered to heaven.
No. It makes Linda Evans in Dynasty look subtle. Like it's
She has
so
body. Yes.
I don't even know what was that cut called?
I
Because
don't know. It's quite
it's
a shape.
tapered in the back, but
It's
it's
like
got
Blanche Devereaux, but longer and fuller and
huge.
bigger. It's
Like
kind of helmetish, but it looks
like
kind of beautiful still. I don't know.
yeah. I wonder if it's a wig.
Oh, good
I wonder
question.
it could be. Like I mean it could be. Certainly
Hmm.
could be.
Meanwhile, they're finding gold.
And what I
Did
always
we
find
miss
interesting
that scene
is,
where Jessica was digging and she was like, "Look, I found gold."
yes,
I think we did.
yes,
We were talking over it.
yes,
She was the first one to find gold at the site. Of course she was.
like a gold prayer stick,
I
I
know.
think it was.
Yeah.
Which encourages Armstrong. I mean, the reason that that's one of the reasons that he's being so staunch about
Yeah.
not letting anyone leave or anyone come on is
Yeah.
because they actually have proof, allegedly, that there
Hmm.
is gold in them hills.
Yeah.
So,
And he's going to try. Armstrong wants to buy this land. He's working with a lawyer to buy up this land, and he doesn't want anybody to know about it, which is why the
yeah,
cops haven't been called. It's why the press isn't there, because he doesn't want the price of the land to go up. He wants
right.
it cheap. He
Or
wants the cheaper chicken.
declared a murder scene and therefore prevent him from immediately buying it. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
if this gets delayed, and he does not discuss his investment plans with his wife. He actually
Yeah.
pushes her aside in an earlier scene so that she can't listen to his negotiations,
Yeah.
which is so fucked up.
It really is.
Like, this is your wife, you asshole.
I mean, it's revealed later,
Can you
but she doesn't really
imagine?
like him that much, and it's
Can
kind
you
of
imagine
a
being married? You bought a car without telling me. You bought land in New Mexico without
Jesus.
telling me.
You bought an
Uh,
archaeological dig site without telling me. She plays like don't get me I'm not involved so well.
Yeah, yeah. And they visit her in her camper van, which is also the only
Hmm.
place with air conditioning and a full bar. And the radio has been dismantled,
I mean, I
so
would
they
hang out
can't
with
even.
her. Are you
Oh,
kidding? That's where I
absolutely,
would be the whole time.
the
You want
whole
me to
time.
dig with these gentle hands? I don't think so.
No, soft and supple.
No calluses for me. Thank you.
And meanwhile, suddenly the dig is repopulated again. There are a lot more people that are suddenly digging again
Hmm.
who were there the night before. So I'm a
Right.
little confused by that.
Yeah. This means cars have come back.
Yeah,
So she could get
yeah.
out if she wanted, but now she's deep in the invest.
No, that guard is protecting the cars. He won't let her leave.
But these
She
people
could
must have
walk,
shown up. She could get a ride with them.
but those cars probably were hired and they picked them up.
Oh,
That's what
you're
I think.
probably
Just like Jessica
right.
was. Just like Jessica
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could imagine Armstrong being so paranoid where he would only let
Hmm.
his own staff get them at the airport or at wherever. Yeah.
Jessica's trying to figure out who she's trying to figure out who did it. Obviously, that's the point of the show. So she's investigating all of these suspects. And when she sort of brought up in the tent earlier that this guy was murdered, this wasn't just an accident, sort of alibis came around. And Gideon in particular, Gideon Armstrong said, I was with Dr. Benton. I was with
Right.
Dr. Benton George Devereaux, which,
And Dr. Benton says, "Oh, I was alone." You
yeah,
gotta get your stories together,
I
people.
know. I know. Intimidation tactics. Uh, well, and we
And the
we
thing is,
find out later where he was.
saying you're alone is not automatically a disqualifier. You don't automatically become suspect number one if you don't. I think it's actually more damning if you have someone who contradicts your
That's well, because then
uh
you lied.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because he's a dead man, they don't feel any problem about going through Raymond's stuff. And Jessica and Seth find he has a book from the Southwest University Library.
Uh-huh. And it has the name Raymond DeMarco on it.
One of those Indians from Napoli, from Naples,
Hmm.
as Seth says,
It
and
appears
his
that, oh, and he's
boots,
got he's got mud on his boots.
the same kind of mud that Connie Stevens was scraping off.
I love this touch that it's that sort of like coppery green mud.
Yeah,
Like it
the
really
mineral
stands out against this
deposits.
brown. Yeah, I love it. Really good artistic design choice. This is my favorite scene in the episode. Seth and Jessica going out to investigate where the water is. Because where there is mud, there is water. And which this sort of confirms how he was drowned. Um, This is also the scene where Seth really gets the most to do and Jessica totally trolls him, just like she trolls
Again,
everybody else, right?
she quote fell off the cliff to fuck with him, and now
Uh-huh.
she's fucking with him by fully disappearing.
Disappearing. Yeah. She steps away for maybe 10 seconds and he's
He
screaming
glances
screaming her name.
he glances down at a tumbleweed, and suddenly she's deep in a cave.
Deep in a cave. What an asshole she is.
I know.
Jesus.
She's so mean. When she gives that look with the lantern, she's like,
Uh-huh.
"Ooh,
She literally could have just said like, "I'm
I'm
here."
in here."
That's it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this man is going to have a heart attack. No wonder he calls her
That,
woman.
but that, who is it?
Frustratingly so.
That commercial break is great because it's so like, oh shit.
She's been eaten by the ghost of the cave. And
Yeah.
here she comes with a lantern and a big old boombox playing the indigenous chant that the ghost was singing on the hill with a big grin on her face because she just fucked with Seth so good.
Yeah.
You
Inside
bitch.
this very intimidating looking cave with these sharp
This is
stalactites.
this cave looks like something out of the old Batman series to me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
To the Bat Cave, Robin.
Yeah. Or like He-Man. Like it's almost like
That,
medieval
yeah.
looking.
We're like in hell in Legend.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
It's so
So they just
clearly
sort
a
of
set. I love it.
they spend a lot of time just sort of yeah, like I mean this is like Flash Gordon. Like actually I think
Hmm
they waver if when they walk through, like I think you can even see them kind of jiggle.
hmm
Um and they see
And
the
a
water
perfect little green pool with
and they
green
see
mud around it.
a bunch of boxes that look very similar to those boxes that we saw in that first scene that we've already forgotten about.
What boxes, pray tell?
The boxes that are labeled Southwest University.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, you mean our Mission Impossible spy scene? Yeah.
Why, yes.
Our museum theft scene. Uh, and look at that inside, little golden artifacts tagged.
And they're not
Everything's
tagged.
making sense.
They're not tagged from this dig. They're
No.
tagged from a previous dig.
Yeah. It's time to fuck with some people.
It is. And they're also like pristine. Like they've already been cleaned
Oh,
and polished. Like
you
they're not
kidding?
right
This
out of the
looks like something from
ground.
Home Goods. It's
From Hobby Lobby.
truly just hang that on your wall
Uh,
and go with the theme. Oh, this is such a weird little moment. Necessary, but Karen was just overheard fighting with Steve, our good old Patrick Duffy lookalike.
mm.
Um,
Our love
that
interests, evidently.
yeah, our ingenue and Steve doesn't get anything to do in this, by the way.
No, no.
Nothing. He makes a comment about chipped beef earlier, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
that's the most he gets. Um, it's he makes a joke and it's not even funny. Go
No,
home, Steve.
they need the to fill the room, basically.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
need again, this is
They're the body
prime
fillers.
uh this is like what do you call this? A trapped room
Hmm
situation. They're isolated from everything.
hmm
We need our 10 little Indians, essentially.
Truly. Uh,
Um I will also point out that in the horse racing episode, as I pointed out, Carlos had a scene with Madonna in Who's That Girl? I'd also like to
yes.
point out that Cecile Callan, who plays our ingenue, was also in Who's That Girl as one of the bridesmaids
You
that
don't
is
say.
kidnapped by the villains in that movie. There's like
Oh
eight of
my
them
gosh.
tied together, and she gets a lot of um, screen time
That
because
is
she's
so
in the
funny.
front. But yeah, that's how I know her.
Obscure Madonna references. That's the next podcast.
Listen, you know,
Yeah.
in the right.
No one would do it better. I'll say that than you, Victor Devon.
Thank you. Thank
Mm.
you.
High praise indeed.
Kind of my life.
Uh,
So Jessica has handed off the artifacts has revealed that the artifacts are fake, or not
yeah.
fake, but are being reappropriated
Hmm.
to the shock of Dr. Aubrey Benton and to Gideon Armstrong. So who would
Right.
have known
Well,
besides
Gideon
Raymond?
Gideon was in his RV making the final deal on the land sale, and Jessica's trying to interrupt him because she knows better now. She knows that something's up and that these artifacts may not actually belong here, but he is a stubborn asshole and ignores her, buys the land, and then and then she makes this show of it with the fake artifact. Um, and then of course we
And
get our final scene.
she shows the radio where they hear the
Hmm.
chanting so that we know that that
Hmm.
chanting wasn't live and in person.
Yeah.
But I also love that the subtitles say chanting in Native American language. Ah,
Wow.
oh
Very
yes,
helpful.
yes.
Thank you, closed captioning. I'm glad it didn't say Indian because they
I know, I know.
they
This
really
would be
updated it.
another. This would be a really interesting episode to someone who actually knows a little bit more about
Uh-huh.
proper New Mexico indigenous culture,
Sure.
to hear their insight because this is obviously very colonial, very white centric.
Very, very.
Um, but it's also
Literally
of the
everybody in
time.
this room is a white person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as we found out, even our Raymond Two Crows was a white person,
Yeah.
ironically played by an indigenous actor. But
Yeah. Great misdirect. Love that.
I
Um,
have to say that if you're going to do it that way rather than the
hmm
other way around, which
hmm
we will actually get to in an episode where we do have a
True.
Native American who is in fact not. And we have this also great mustard and ketchup swirl blouse on Connie Stevens.
She looks so cool in this. Great, great look for her in this scene, actually.
So great.
She owns the scene later on. I actually love the set and the tableau of this scene. It's very theater to me. This sort of
Oh, with the
very,
tent?
yeah, closed in room, sort of dimly lit, everybody sitting at
Mhm.
tables. It's very like 12 Angry Men-ish almost. I
Yes.
like that.
With a little again, this reminds me a lot of there's a version of 10 Little Indians slash
Hmm.
and then there were none that takes place with Brenda Vaccaro, actually,
Hmm.
in the desert, and which is usually a mansion movie or a mansion show, but I
Yeah.
like that they redid it that way. There's a show that actually I did called Appointment with Death that was a stage show and a film that takes
Hmm.
place essentially in Jerusalem,
Hmm.
like sort of, and this is very like that too. Like this is
Hmm.
very like, and again, this picnic table, picnic
They
print,
really love this gingham
this
cloth, didn't
gingham.
they? Yeah. Uh, Jessica's laying it all out.
Oh yeah.
This is actually a great killer reveal scene. Um, let's see. Shall we sum? Let me see. How can we sum it up? So Raymond Two Crows, not
Hmm.
indigenous, and actually was working there to misdirect. He was hired by somebody there.
Hmm.
Uh, oh, gosh, I'm like watching it and getting totally distracted.
No pause in a
Maybe
second.
we'll work our way backwards. There are a few people implicated in this murder, actually. It's
Yeah.
Connie Stevens, who was sort of a misdirect from earlier, and then David Groh as Dr. Stan Garfield, who we haven't gotten much of because
No.
he's done almost nothing, and then Dr. George Devereaux, or Dr. Benton, I should say. They're all implicated in some way. And this whole thing has just been a way for Connie to get away from her husband, to make some quick money and get away from her husband. So they set up the dig. She enlisted Dr. Benton, George Devereaux, to he didn't steal, did he? No, the other guy stole.
Raymond Two Crows stole
Raymond
on
Tugo
behalf of
stole
Garfield.
artifacts on behalf of Garfield, who's the other guy we haven't seen a lot of. I'm getting so tongue-tied.
It's okay.
Jump in, I'm drowning.
Oh, Um, so it's like a multi-level, as you said. We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Raymond was hired by Garfield to steal
Hmm.
the artifacts to fake the value of the property, which would therefore get press for Benton to then impress upon the Armstrongs to want to buy the property. Gideon thinks he's going to buy the property, but
Right.
doesn't know that actually his wife has been in privately in discussion to buy the property instead over him to outbid him.
Well, she actually bought it already.
Yes,
She
they already
bought it
have it.
already. And so she's working in secret to try to sell it at a much higher
Back
rate
to him.
via this phony dig site and this land would be worth so much if there were in fact treasure and gold and artifacts, but they're all brought in. It's worthless dirt.
Right.
Um,
And so when Raymond wants, it's always this case. The henchman always suddenly says, "Well, I want a bigger cut," and then they get killed.
yeah,
That's how it always
very
works.
common, very common.
And
Isn't
in
that
fact,
what
I think it
happened in
was
the
the
last episode?
last episode, exactly what
Yeah,
happened in the last episode. And it's what
Beverly
happened
got it because she
with
wanted too
poor
much.
Marta, who got beaten to death in that
Marta,
episode. Like there's you try to blackmail a killer and you're gonna get killed.
don't be greedy.
Um,
Don't
so
be
Raymond Two
greedy.
Crows got hit with a rock by Connie Stevens.
Hmm.
He fell into the pool of water. She ran away thinking he was already dead, but he actually drowned in the water, which is
Yeah.
why he showed signs of purging. Such an ugly word.
It is, isn't it?
Um, and to fake his death as a fall, because she thought he was hit with a rock, and that's how he died.
Yeah.
Uh, Garfield dressed
Dr.
up as
Garfield.
him,
Yeah.
did the whole chant via radio, which it always was,
Hmm.
had Raymond fall off the cliff on his own. And I mean, I don't even know if they pushed him. They probably just laid him there, and then dropped the cape, which is why it fell so far
Too
away.
far away. Yeah.
Let's hear a little bit of the Connie
I would love
confession.
it.
And you threw the robe over the cliff, which explains why it landed so far from the body.
I'm not going to take the rap for you. You killed him. I didn't kill him. You killed him.
This is insane. You and Mrs. Fletcher, you just made this up.
It won't work, Mrs. Armstrong. Do you remember Dr. Hazlitt and I passed your trailer? We asked you to join us for dinner.
Yes.
And you were scraping greenish mud off your shoes. The same mud that was found in the cave when Raymond was killed.
Very fussily cleaning off that mud, I might add.
I gave you everything you wanted.
You gave me exactly what you wanted to give me. Oh, thanks a lot, Gideon. And exactly when you wanted to give it. And what I really wanted was out of this rotten marriage.
So good.
And your miserable face out of my sight. Yes, I bought the land secretly. And it was Stan. He found Raymond.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Yes, you did. You found Raymond and you got him to steal the gold artifacts from the university museum. And then he made sure that there were going to be all inexperienced people working at this dig. People who could be fooled. And as for you, Benton,
So good.
you were easy.
But why kill Raymond?
Because he got so greedy. We could have made millions on this. But he came at me and he made all these crazy threats to me. He threatened he would tell my husband the truth.
You're either going to cut me in on this or I'm going to go straight to Armstrong.
I had to stop him. I had to get rid of him. I picked up this rock, you see.
Oh, wait. And she hits him multiple times.
Many
Like
times, yeah.
Damn.
I killed him.
He ends up
Love
butt
that.
up in the
Oh my
water.
God.
Why did you throw the body off the cliff?
To hide the real cause of death. You see, they couldn't leave the body in the cave because once he was discovered missing, there'd be a search and we might have found him there. Actually, the fall would have hidden the real cause of death if he died from the blow on the head. What you hadn't realized was that he died of drowning.
It's so, you know what? Good for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she's so compelling in this.
Connie or Jessica?
Connie, both, but
Yeah,
Connie
I mean both,
specifically in
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so hurt. He's wounded.
Just come to me.
Such a jackass too.
And you would would have listened to me, wouldn't you, Gideon?
She's such spite.
He's so embarrassed.
She I mean, wouldn't you be?
He's so embarrassed. Ah, so good.
His own wife like truly fucked with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's a big, big, bad, powerful man,
And she
or in
makes
this
no
case,
attempt to run away. She's like,
no,
okay, yeah, I did it. What are you
this is what
fucking
it
gonna
is.
do?
There's a moment when she finally has to sort of admit it, that she sort of turns on a dime and she goes from this sort of sweet, um, sort of flaky Cynthia Armstrong to like truly vitriolic despise for her husband and
Yeah.
just like committed to the necessity to kill. It's great. She's so
I think
good.
she could probably cut a deal because he did attack her,
He did attack her. Yeah.
which the show loves to do.
Hmm.
The woman is very often in the heat of the moment
Hmm.
justified in um aggressive force.
I mean, I don't
But
feel that bad for her, to be honest. Her husband was kind of gross and awful. And what we sort of skipped over is that he made a pass at Karen. Gideon
oh
tried
yeah,
to,
that's an odd little aside,
yeah,
frankly.
it's sort of, well, what it tells us is that Armstrong was not at the site when the body was found or killed. So,
Right. And that we shouldn't
um,
feel bad for him
no,
either. Oh,
yeah,
shit. It jumped
yeah.
right to the next episode. Hang on.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's basically what it really wants to do is make sure everyone is completely unsympathetic.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
That's what it really wants to do. It wants to make sure all of these people are terrible.
Yeah, and I was
And
actually
they
wrong.
are.
George Devereaux, even though terrible, he wasn't implicated. It was just the three. It was
No,
Dr. Garfield, Connie, and Raymond.
he was actually just a boob, really. He was an opportunist, but he was actually an idiot. He was just an
Yeah,
idiot.
he didn't
Yeah.
know. I mean, he really thought he knew that they were real artifacts, but he was he didn't realize that they shouldn't have been there.
Right.
Yeah, he was more
Right.
interested in his
He
own
was fooled by
fame and his
Garfield.
own comfort and money and opportunity.
Because this really would have just been fraud. That's really
Yeah,
all this would have been.
yeah.
But because situations happen as they are,
Hmm.
and actually that also happened last episode that it was supposed to just be fraud
Yeah.
with Debs. Debs was supposed to just be a fraudster, but because the
Yeah.
situation required it, they had to kill the loose end. And yeah,
Too many holes. You gotta
you
nick
gotta plug
somebody
them
up.
up.
Yeah.
You gotta plug them up. Uh, so
Fun.
yeah, that was that was Murder at the Dig.
Murder
What
at
did
the
you
dig.
think?
Murder digs deep.
Yes, which of course
I
is the name of the episode, but the book that Jessica will inevitably write.
I,
Oh,
I still don't.
and a quick summation, Seth says, if I ever suggest another archaeological dig, convince me not to. So that's why we never see him do it
Okay. So he
again.
committed there. Okay. I'll give him a break then. This is a fun episode. I still don't know why when we see the beginning section, it's all in an Egyptian room because that has nothing to do with where we are, but there you
Well,
have
he's
it.
passing the Egyptian, he's passing the Greek, and
I
then he
get
goes
it.
into the archive. No, it's all still a mess.
But like even on IMDb, the murder digs deep, or even in the episode, the title card comes up over the Egyptian
Yeah,
hieroglyphs, which is so misleading.
yeah,
You think we're in
yeah.
Egypt? No, we're 80 miles west of Santa Fe.
I guess what we're meant to get from that is that that's how vast this museum
I guess
archive is.
they got all the
But
goods.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, aside from those little choice details that don't really make sense, fun episode. I like the location. Cast is manageable. You can sort of remember who everybody is, which is nice.
Mhm.
I think Dr. Garfield, who is the one who ended up sort of faking as Raymond on the mountain and moving the body for Connie, um, did not have anything to do in this episode. Poor guy. He kind of comes at the end and is implicated, but frankly, before he even says something, I'm forgetting he's there.
Yeah.
So
She needed someone. She
Yeah.
needed someone and it had to
She
be
needed
him. It could have,
she needed
if they
arms.
wanted to, if they didn't want the ingenue to end up with the stud, they could have had it be the stud. If they it really could have been anybody. It could have been
It
Benton.
could
They
have,
could,
yeah.
whoever they wanted to.
It's actually interesting that there are two doctors because it could have just been one, and it could have been he could have been the one who because he said he was alone anyway, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, the poor character of Steve is totally useless, just kind of nice to look at. The star of this episode for me is Connie Stevens as Cynthia Armstrong. She is so much fun
Yeah, she's great.
in an
She's
episode
great.
full of dudes in brown. She really stands out. The green mud boots. By the way, that does that feel like a little careless to be like cleaning that mud out of your shoes out in the open like that?
Yes. Uh, I guess she just felt that nobody would have noticed.
Hmm.
And it also, she's so used to being overlooked, to be perfectly
Yeah.
honest. Because if this was filmed in like the socialite penthouse that she's probably more accustomed to,
Hmm.
no one, she would have been looked right past. Her
Totally.
husband's business dealings, nobody's paying any attention to her.
Just flitting about in the RV. Uh,
Yeah,
well, and we actually didn't mention the giveaway or one of her slips to Jessica. She mentioned the name of the lawyer involved in the
yeah,
land sale when she shouldn't have known that, particularly if she doesn't know
right,
any of her husband's business dealings. And
right.
that's how they kind of knew that she knows more than she's letting on in the
And
confession
she's the
scene.
one who insisted on being at this dig anyway,
Yeah,
even though she's not going to dig herself. Her
yeah,
husband doesn't include her in anything, and she'll just spend her time in the RV.
yeah,
But she wants to be there to witness her
yeah.
fraud.
Yikes.
Um,
Seth is sweaty. You said it earlier, and he really is.
yeah,
Like just right
yeah,
under those pits.
believable. This whole
Big
beginning
old
reminds me a
pools.
little. It's not Iran, but it's desert, so it reminds me of the beginning of The Exorcist for some.
Oh. Hey, it's a ghost story too.
And inevitably, I also think of the Simpsons episode where Lisa finds an angel, or it was believed
Mm,
to be an angel in the ground, but it turns out to be a scam.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts on Murder Digs Deep?
Digs deep. Well, again, it's one of
That's
my
what she
favorite
said.
tropes. It's one of my favorite tropes. Isolated, uh,
Definitely.
large cast group. Uh, everyone's a suspect, whether it's on a boat on the Nile, inside a mansion, or evidently at an archaeological dig. I
Mm,
appreciate um the usage of that trope, but in an unconventional way. I like that. That's one reason
mm,
that I like that adaptation of Ten Little Indians. And I think, yes, the star is Connie Stevens.
by far.
Um, very believable interactions between her and Gideon.
Yeah.
Um, George Grizzard is eating up his scenes. He
Hmm.
plays this so great. And he kind of plays a cad to a jerkwad in a few Murder She Wrotes.
Yeah.
And he's really good at that, considering how I only really, really know him. While he has a vast series of credits,
Sure.
I mostly know him as as one of the Devereaux.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
And he's such like a noble
and
character in that, right? And like a
yeah, yeah,
handsome, dapper
sweet.
Southern gentleman, sweet. Uh, had a child out of
And
wedlock, but
well, you
details.
know,
But
oh, yeah,
he's a
oh,
good guy,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
he's a
yeah.
good guy, but in here he's not. He's a
And
joke.
yeah, he's
He's
not. Yeah,
he's foppish even.
yeah, and I wonder if he's based on someone of the time, like if
Yeah.
he's like that kind of,
Some sort of commentary.
yeah. I mean, we recognize what his purpose is and who he
Hmm.
is, but I wonder if there's like a direct, like, you know how sometimes you can tell that oh, that's Ted Turner.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
Trump. Like I
Hmm.
wonder if he's based on someone. Um, I think
But
it's
again, nobody
another.
cares about archaeological digs anymore, so we'll
No one
never know.
does. Who is he? Um, I think it's good banter back and forth with Seth and Jessica. We get a really good understanding. Again, since you planted that seed in episode 1 of season 2, or
Uh-huh.
episode 2 of season 2, about Seth's uh either queerness or asexuality.
Uh-huh.
The banter with Jessica is not flirtation.
No, it's not. It never
It's
is.
not.
It never is.
Even when they're talking about Gable Harlow movies, um, and him being curmudgeon-y, it's never meant to be sexy. There's no risk there.
Yeah.
Um, and that's an interesting I think that furthers interesting because again, actually, this is not like a very butch episode when it comes to because Benton comes across as kind of Nancy boyish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Armstrong, it's not the most aggressive of positions to do real sort of
No.
a passive mogul,
He's
as it
also like
were.
not the most sort of masculine dude, right? He's just kind of
Yeah,
a scrawny middle-aged guy.
right. Who uses his money for
Hmm.
status
Yeah.
and uses his money for his power that he probably doesn't
Right.
feel he has much elsewhere.
Right.
And yeah, we have the stud in I am the ghost of indigestion, but again, not much there. Um,
You
so
know, with
yeah,
the right
yeah.
handbag, this chip beef ain't half bad.
But I kind of get some queerness out of Seth in this too. And maybe it's
Hmm.
just Wyndham. Maybe it's just how
Maybe.
it's just William Wyndham. And yeah, so I love this episode. I think it's a strong episode, good back and forth. It's a classic spin on a classic spin. The whole concept of the drowning as opposed to the obvious.
Definitely. Yeah.
Um there's nothing particularly innovative about it,
No,
but it
it's not.
hits all of
Yeah.
the tropes correctly.
Yeah. I think the mud clue is a great clue. I think that we have a doctor to say, oh yeah, he was purging. That's a good
Hmm.
clue. They would have never gone looking for a cave had they not known that. His body would have just
Um,
shriveled up, and that would have been that. Um,
Two Crows being
Two
deceitful.
faces, more like it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Raymond.
Two crows, more like two faces, am I right?
Boo,
Um,
boo.
and even though he doesn't, again, Randolph Mantooth doesn't have like a shit ton to do,
No.
he's effective. He does
Yeah.
his job. He does his job.
It would
So
have
yeah.
been nice. I think there's some later episodes that give more sort of sensitive attention to Indigenous characters, obviously. And that's
Mm.
not the point here, but actually, an actor who I can't remember his name, he just passed away, and he was in a great Murder, She Wrote episode as an Indigenous person. Do you know
Yes.
what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yes, I do, because
What is
I
his
will always
name?
think of him as the native uh like soothsayer essentially in Poltergeist 2, actually.
Yes.
Um and his name was da 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 da
Is
da.
it Graham Greene? Is that right?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, different actor in Poltergeist 2. Different actor.
Mm.
The actor in Poltergeist 2 is the same actor who was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So
Ah, okay,
what was
okay.
the
It is
what was
Graham
he?
Greene is the actor
Graham Greene.
who passed away recently. Yeah.
Graham
Anyway, he's in a
Greene.
future Murder She Wrote, and there's much more. It's a much more mystical episode. It's much more sensitive to Indigenous people.
It's a little bit more
This is just a plot
exoticized, but
device. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
This is just a plot device to get these people here. Um, no
yeah.
lore.
It was Graham Greene was in Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and I think he's in at least two episodes actually
Hmm.
of Murder She Wrote. Oh, unless no, yeah, I think he's in one, but we see him in two different roles essentially
Yeah,
because we're meant to think he's just like a guy on the, you know, just hanging out, and then we find out he's like a sheriff or something. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. Exactly.
yeah, yeah. Misdirection. See, trying to get you to think certain things. Oh no, he's in two episodes. What else is he in? He's in episode season 9, Night of the Coyote, and 10, Northern Explosion. These titles. These titles. Goodness
It's a
gracious.
lot of fun.
They have fun. But yeah, so into it. And this is also Seth ages really quickly in this show. Um, and he looks so young and youthful here. Like he actually looks how
Oh
he does
yeah.
in 50 Mile, actually.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
like an entirely different human being. When he gets that buzz cut, it's very
Oh, why was that a thing for men of a certain age? Yeah, my grandfather had that cut.
Mm. I mean, I guess it was sort of like an army thing too. It was sort of like going
Very
back
that. Yeah.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good, solid middle of the season episode. Has
Totally.
no real bearing on much else of the series,
Easy to follow,
but
easy
it's
mystery, economical, not too big a cast to follow.
yeah, and the
Uh,
ones that aren't important easily fade to the side and they're fine.
totally.
Like you don't need them.
We really have like five characters here who mean anything at all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean honestly, and that's true in Agatha Christie novels too,
Hmm.
and their adaptations. Like you need the 10 to whittle them down.
Hmm.
Like that's the thing, is you need
Totally.
expendable characters. Uh, and also expendable characters are very useful, as you said, economical, because they give those quick asides that somebody else can't do.
Totally.
You can't have omniscient leads. Yeah. But yeah, and as we said, this is a very strong season. Our next episode will be in New York with our lipstick goddess,
Oh, we're ready for
Jane
it.
Meadows.
We've
So
been
ready.
waiting. We've been
And
waiting.
the return of Christine Belford,
Who can do no
and Herb
wrong?
Edelman, no less.
Right.
So it's
He's our police presence in that
yeah,
episode, I
yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Interesting note, this episode doesn't have police presence because they are
No, because they don't call him.
notably, yeah. So we do have our co-detective in this is
Hmm.
Seth.
Yeah.
Really, I
Which is
think
fun.
for the first time.
Yeah. Which is why he gets so much to do in this episode. I mean, he's really in it as much as she is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're fun. They're
So
fun in this episode. I like this. It's it's much more satisfying than watching Jessica work with Amos, which you know how I feel about Amos.
can you
Uh,
imagine if Amos was her
oh
cohort in this?
no. I would turn
It
it
would have been
off.
possibly. It would have been an entirely different conclusion because we
Yeah.
wouldn't have had that doctor element as well. Again,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why these things are important. Is you need characters to do the business to
Hmm.
solve the mystery. Yeah.
You need all the players present
Even
to
like
wrap it
because
up.
we looped back, folks, as we often do, and we're back at the one of the picnic scenes. Connie Stevens just throwing back drinks with the officers,
Love it.
fully engaged. It's so she's
Her hair actually looks more relaxed here too. She is wearing
and
the
her
biggest gold earrings. The
and
jewelry
her lip
alone.
gloss.
Oh my
Who wears
gosh.
lip gloss in the desert? That's brave.
Connie Stevens does.
Look at
And
her.
she wins.
She's just sitting there. Just oh, I love it. I love it. Having the best time. Ah, this show deserved every
What
Emmy.
else would you do in the desert, truly?
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
there you
that
have
I
it.
think that
Murder
concludes
digs
it.
deep.
It dug. I
It
mean, it was
dug
a little
deep and
shallow.
it
It
wasn't too
wasn't a
deep.
deep deep.
Yeah.
It was
It was a shallow pool of mud.
um
Yeah.
that's true. You only need you can drown only in an inch of water.
That's
So
true.
I believe. And that I think comes up in a future episode, actually, just
I
barely.
think you're right. Yeah. We just
Also, I
gave it
just noticed
away.
there's this guy who's cooking over the barbecue grill, like he's probably like making hot dogs and stuff. I never noticed him, but look at him on the left of this screen, when Connie goes up
Let's
to
see.
yell at Raymond. He's just hanging out grilling. You're like, what? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
just
just
having
here. I'm
I'm
the
just
chef.
eating dinner. Yeah.
You know he's called Cookie. Like that's his job.
Why couldn't they
There,
bring in Yvonne
right there.
DeCarlo again, right?
Look at him.
He's just at the grill, flipping burgers and hot
Huh?
dogs.
What? Oh. Coles, I gotta worry about. Yeah.
What a great walk
Uh,
on.
Fun times. Fun times. All right. Well, then we'll
Alrighty.
see you next time in New York for
Yeah, and in the
some
meantime,
cosmetics. But for now, I'm Victor Devon.
ooh, and I'm petrified.
Oh, you said that so sultry.
Oh, well,
And this was
tonight
tonight
on Murder,
on
She
Murder She
Wrote.
Wrote.
Follow, like, comment, engage with us. Ah!
Yeah. Oh, there's a moment actually. Hang on. I read this. Let me see if I can find it as like a little extra bonus thing where she's admitting that she's responsible. Where is it?
Or who's admitting she was responsible for what?
Uh, that Connie Stevens is admitting that it's her fault. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. Hang on. Where is
Whatever
it?
it was.
The fuck is
I
it?
have a
I
proposition.
don't know.
Good. All right. Now let's get
It's a
good
long
night's
way to
sleep.
go for this. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow,
No,
let's
it's all
get
right.
back to work.
I think it was in that you're talking about Connie Francis,
I
Connie
know.
Stevens saying like, I feel responsible for this.
And there. Well, you're not.
Damn,
The
I
risk
can't
of
find it.
aggravating
I think it was in the
Mr.
earlier scene,
Armstrong
at the beginning of
and
the
the risk
earlier
of
scene.
aggravating.
Your wife shot him.
She's
trying to
not too
scare
drunk
him off.
anymore.
That'll sober you up.
He's
Yeah.
dead, all right, but your wife didn't shoot him.
What?
What?
Okay. Maybe that's what it was.
Hmm.
Hang on. There was a note that I saw to listen for him accidentally calling her Connie. I think he
Oh.
says honey. I think he says honey. And
Oh,
I think this is
interesting.
mistaken. I
This
think
is
they're
a
wrong.
this is lore and legend.
Yeah. It's all conjecture and bullshit.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think
Well,
that
there you have it.
yeah, I think they misheard it. I think he says no, Connie, it was an accident. I think he said no, honey, it was an accident. Because her name is Cynthia in this.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, that was a long way to go for that, but I debunked.
I'll tighten it in the edit. If you're listening now, you heard the annotated version.
Oh dear. All right, that's it.
That's it. Bye.
Hooray! That's it.
Cool.